My name is Erwin Redl and I do LED light installations. Mostly I also do drawings, but nobody knows about my drawing. My training is confusing even to me, or mostly to me, because I grew up as a carpenter actually. My father had a little carpentry shop and I was trained as a carpenter, and then went to Polytechnic High School where I learned a lot about architecture and interior design and carpentry. But at the same time I did a lot of music and studied electronic music and composition at the Vienna Music Academy. And through the computer and electronic music I came back to incorporating spatial or visual aspects into my work, and I did sound installations and computer installations and did a lot of performance stuff with bands. And then in '93 I applied for a Fulbright scholarship and came to New York to study computer art at School of Visual Arts. Well, I mean, it looks very new, but I see it really in a very strong tradition that has been explored before, mostly by minimal artists or light artists like James Turrell is always an important reference point, or Robert Urban. And one of my all-time favorites is Fred Sandbeck, and he actually changed my life very dramatically when I saw his work for the first time in person at the Dia Center. I think it was in 1997. And before that I was mostly focused doing work on the computer, where the computer played a main role not just in doing the work but also in presenting the work. But when I saw his work, I basically threw the computer away, at least for a while, and just started to string wires from floor to ceiling and saw the LEDs in between, and more or less still doing the same things. And yeah, I see myself in that very strong tradition. Of course, a lot of people are confused because of the technology aspect of it, but on the other hand, I mean, my generation is so used to just seeing technology almost as a second nature, or even almost as a primary nature very often, because we're always moving in spaces that are so influenced by electronic signage or screens or just information technology in general. Well, my dream is always to do something out in nature. I mean, I would love to do something in the mountains. I mean, I love the mountains. I never have time, which I basically is right now, never. I spend a lot of time hiking and climbing in the Alps, right. Especially, and skiing also. And I would love to do, something on the scale of a Christo, like out there, but with technology, because it's like, I mean, I'm so influenced by this very slow cycles of nature, and you see a sunset, it's always a stupid sunset, sun comes up, sun goes down, see you later, but it's still fascinating, because you know what it is. But within that framework of your knowledge, you discover your perception, and that's my approach. And that happens mostly with very, slow cycles. And that's why I employ slow cycles. And I'm not saying many other people like our friend Leo, who uses similar technology, right. Here really well, but has a completely different approach, and is as valid as my approach. But I am more influenced by the slow nature.